Hey YouTube, it's Rhonda again, coming in today, doing my video blog, and I feel a lot better today. Yesterday was real kind of, because of all of the rain and the sunshine not being out. I'm a sunshine person. I love the Midwest because I love the changing of seasons, but I really don't know this next decade, this next half century. It looks like warm weather and sunshine is coming for me. For my YouTube subscriber, Zach, the situation with the what do you call it? The smoke detector. It's being worked on. Trust me, we'll get it together. Samuel's having one of those days. He knows that I'm video recording, so he decides that he wants to clown. I gave him plenty of treats, but yesterday was a different day. So today, what I did is I wanted to get up and I got to get out because we're having a potluck. Our church is having a potluck on Saturday, and I have to bring the water, like a watermelon fruit bowl, and I'm gonna go out and get it today. Get the watermelon itself because it needs to be there on time. And every time they say we need to have things there on time, they look at me. So I have to admit it. At times I do procrastinate, and then at the very end I'm frustrated and everything, and I'm getting there late. So I'm gonna go and get it today. Make sure the watermelon is nice and chilled for Saturday. Get all the other fruit that's gonna go on the inside of it. So I will have it, and I will have it there on time. Yes, I am. So today I wore just a sundress. I don't know if you can see it. It is Tommy Hilfiger sundress, and I decided to wear goat shoes. I'm a goat shoe person, so I don't know if you could see. I don't know if you could. Uh, yeah. I don't know if you could actually see the goat shoes and the goat shoes. A goat, actually like a goat coach sandal, and they're kind of cute. It just, not, you don't want to wear a heel every day. You want to wear something nice. I wanted to wear something nice and exuberant because it was really, yesterday was, like I said, like a blah day. It wasn't bad. It wasn't sad. It was just blah. And then what I noticed is when I'm on a natural high, when I'm just feeling good, I can use my aromatherapy. I should only use this one. When I use the stress relief, it brings me down. Because you think about it, if you're not under any stress, why would you use any stress relief? So I noticed that when I used the stress relief, it kind of took me into like a blah state, as where I wasn't feeling good. And then a lot of times you'll have things on your mind. I like the scripture, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, because, a lot of times what we do is we focus so much on the past, which we cannot change. Then we focus so much on the future, which we definitely have no control over. But we have to think about the present. They say there's two things that rob you of your present: your past and your future. Sometimes we'll end up having fears of the future and not being, I've got school starts in a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden I just became anxious, and I realized I have to just calm down. I've had this summer off and everything. Wow, my door just opened. Okay, I had this summer off, and I really had enjoyed having the summer off, and then all of a sudden now it's time for me to go back to work. Now it's time for me to deal with different personalities. Not that I don't like it, but I've just enjoyed being in this little bit of shell. So today I woke up, and I woke up early, and because I had these weird dreams. Now I did introduce meat back into my diet. Now mind you, I fried some fried chicken wings last night. I only ate one, and I had some rice. I ate it, and it was okay. But last night I had this dream. It was dream with a dream. I had a dream about these they were talking trees. It was like this enchanted forest, and it had like these talking trees. I'm in there. It was people that I knew that was in there. We was handling business, but Then all of a sudden you start talking to people and they're turning into witches with and then all of a sudden the broom will come out of them and they just take off flying. So what happens is I was like, wait a minute, what is going on with this? I was like, no, I know this cannot be the food. Can it? So, so what I decided to do is go ahead and make this video diary. Also, I don't know if it's also the technology because I have the watch and I'm not used to having that much stuff on. I have to really watch everything that I do because anything that is going to drain me of my energy, I don't want to do it. So if it means having on this watch, if I can't have just a regular watch that, and I think that's what I'm about to go to. I like this watch, but it's so much technology on me. And then also I know about all the chips and, am I being tracked and all this, Big Brother watching, the book 1984 by George Orwell. So, I want to make sure that that's not what's going on up around here, but the technology is kind of doing a little bit too much, I think, for me. So even though I'm doing the diary, like, I need to make sure that I don't have too much of the technology working. I want to read the confession or declaration that I found this morning, which was really good. It says, I am willing to let go. I release. I let go. I release all tension. I release all fear. I release all anger. I release all guilt. I release all sadness. I let go of old limitations. I let go, and I am at peace. I'm at peace with myself, and I am at peace with the process of life. And I'm safe. And what I needed to do is like, you know what? Sometimes we'll be hanging on to things so tight. And my grandmother told me that her mother said, well, my mom told me that my grandmother even said it too. Like, her mother showed her a fist. And she was like, when you're holding on this tight, nothing can get in and nothing can get out. Sometimes we're holding on to situations and all types of circumstances that we have no control over. We can't even let God work in it. Our mind is just so clogged up that we get into, what if I could have done this, maybe if I had done this and blah, 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 and it never works. So of course, what I did is I took out my chart. I'm going to show it in a minute. But I wanted to just read that to you today because I was really dealing with that. I'm going to try to work with this here. I don't have a stand. I don't have anything. This is like me. I'm just doing me. So it looks kind of different today. I'm getting ready to get out. So I'm going to get my watermelon and my fruit. But I'm going to put some lipstick on here. This is MAC. Have you guys ever heard of MAC? And then what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of a gloss. I should be sitting at a vanity doing this. But I got to clean it up in order to do it. I'll do that next time. And then also, when you are wearing like the Bath and Body Works, you still can put on some type of perfume. So I'm going to use a little bit of the Versace. This is a, like I said, you walk into it, do all of that. And so I'm going to put that on. But I want to show you my, my board. And here. So I have to get a good look at it. Yeah. Okay. I guess I could do it like that. And I started looking at, when I woke up this morning, where was I at? Was I at guilt, apathy? Where was I at? How was I feeling? And I have to do this because normally I turn the video around, but I did it wrong this morning. I'm going to get this thing together. I really am. So in a couple of weeks, you guys are not going to recognize. Listen, I have until November 13th to get this thing together. So I'm going to be vlogging every day until November 13th, which is my 50th birthday. And but today, what I feel is I do feel love. I do feel some joy. I feel a lot of peace because when you start dealing with letting go and of things that you cannot control, you have to get peace. You have to live for today. And like I said, this is a day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. You know, I also have this thing that I go with is, hey, this is the day that the Lord has made. I rejoice and be glad in it. I walk in favor. Doors will open that no man can shut, and doors were shut that no man can open. You know, you have to talk to yourself and tell yourself what today is going to be. This is the day. This is the day. I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about next week. I'm not going to worry about a couple weeks, although demands are coming quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. And I had to write down today my fears, because what it is I started having a fear of everything not being perfect. So you get into, and that's dealing with, acceptance. And so when you look at acceptance on the chart, it goes down, you're supposed to be vibing at 500 and above. If you look at the vibration chart, if you are looking for acceptance, if you get acceptance, you right at 350, you're just really flowing. But I wasn't even feeling that. I was feeling fear, which brings me down to 100. So if I'm supposed to be vibing at 500 and above, and I got these fears, I'm now down to 100. So everything that I draw is going to be based out of fear. Fear of rejection, fear that I can't do it, fear I can't do that, fear, 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 fear. So what I decided to do is let me go ahead, because the absence of love is fear. It says perfect love casts out all fear. When you look in the love chapter in the Bible, 1 Corinthians 13, it talks about you could do all these other things, but the greatest thing is love. And when I'm not loving myself, I have all the presence of these fears. But when I start loving myself and realize that God loves me and that I am safe, then I'm okay. So I'm going to get out and get this watermelon. I did work a little bit on my gratitude board, but of course, last night I was at perfection again. So let me think. I was looking for acceptance, and so to make it perfect. So how is it that I'm the only one pretty much is going to see it? I may show it to you, but I'm going to see it, but it has to be perfect. So what I did is procrastinated. So I have to get that under control. But today I feel good. I really do. I'm going to get out in the sun. Going to get me some water. Going to get me a salad for sure. And I'm going to even eat some of this fresh fruit because it's what I need. And I took this morning with my bath, I had magnesium, because you definitely have to have magnesium in your baths, so that would make you feel good, and it'll help with your emotions and things like that, because when it's all said and done, we are living beings, and we have to make sure that we take care of our body on the outside, but we need to make sure we take care of our mental health. We got to make sure that we're okay. A lot of people are walking around like they're okay, and they're not, and they're drawing all these negative things to them and disappoint because they're not dealing with them. You got to deal with it. When I got up this morning, I just took and I wrote down, what am I dealing with? Because once I get it out of here, and once I get out of my head, I can deal with it. But if it's still in here and I feel that I'm supposed to be above this, no, thoughts are going to come and thoughts are going to go. It's how we deal with them. And we have to understand that we have a way that we can deal with them. But we have to always know this, that if you have a whole lot of craziness that's going on in your life, get to love. First of all, love yourself. If that means you take yourself to lunch, you give yourself a long bath, you write yourself a nice letter, you get up and you put on something nice that you really feel that you look good in. It could be like, remember on I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, when Huggy Bear or Fly Guy got out of jail after all them years, and he had on his suit with the fish in the shoes and stuff like that. You could not tell that brother that he didn't have it going on. But after a while, a few people started looking at him and whatnot and started laughing, and he got self-conscious about himself, and then he had to walk along. But and then he broke his shoe, and the fish all dying on the concrete and whatnot. And that's a whole nother issue. In fact, I may watch that movie today. But, watch something funny. Make yourself laugh. Listen to fun music. Yeah, I was listening to Babyface yesterday, and I was like, you know what? Them was some good memories, but Babyface my guy. But you know what? He got them love songs going on. He know how to talk about it. Talking about I'll pay your rent, and I'll buy your clothes, and I'll cook your dinner too as soon as I get home from work. Now that was some music right there. The young people need to listen to him. They can, bring that back out. Put it in a rap if you need to, but they need to learn how to talk to people. And then the women or the young girls need to understand that they are worthy of something like that. And they're deserving of it. But right now, what they're doing, they can call you all kinds of names and what have you, because don't nobody care. You know what? Hey, as long as he calling me out my name, that means he loves me. No, that does not. I'm just rattling on here. This is my video vlog. I feel good today. I feel a lot more confident than yesterday. And please like, share, and subscribe. Hey, I'm heading into this direction over 50, getting ready to be over 50. And it's good. It's good. Have a great day.